So next I want to go over our loose leash walking skills, and I really like to have our pup get into a sit before we take off out the door. It really just kind of sets the tone for the walk. So I want to show you our relax on a mat initially with loose leash walking. You can work on them together and it can be very beneficial. So we're popping out the door. So right away, Bella, excellent. We're using our name games first thing right when we pop out so that sweet little Bella hones in and we can get her attention. This is largely where the war is won or lost if you allow your pup to immediately, good girl, get excited right out the door and start to pull right out the door. So if you notice, Bella's looking at me, checking in with me, and she's exactly where I need her to be. So just to show you, she's hanging out, checking me out, which is perfect. This is right exactly where I want her to be. Take about 5 paces, give her a treat. We really don't need to get too crazy on just checking me out. The amount of paces before we click. You can start to increase the amount of paces before you click and give her a treat. But for the time being, we really want to reinforce that she's doing the right thing and let her know that we appreciate that she's doing what we want. So she's exactly where we want her, and she is looking at me, checking in with me. So perfect. So I really like to reinforce that that looking at me. So she got out ahead. Perfect. She checked back in with me, and she didn't even get to where she pulled on my leash, but I just like to always have them right by my side. So the instance that she gets out ahead, I'm going to wait for her to check in. Usually I'd say her name, but she immediately checked in with me like a good girl. So again, the brief summary on that, just that every time she looks at you, bam, just like that, when you're walking, she gets a treat, and then you can also treat her about every 5 paces. Click her, give her a treat if she's hanging out right by your side, and you can increase that to 10 paces even as the week goes on if she's doing really well. So this is what I wanted to go over lastly with the loose leash walking, is I wanted to show you that we can utilize our relax on a mat with our loose leash, with our, no, that was correct. Yeah, so our loose leash walking and our relax on a mat can work together so that as soon as Bella sees the leash, she'll realize that she can calm down and it's nothing to get too anxious about. So that's why working on these two together can be a really powerful tool for your arsenal, just letting her know, hey, relax as soon as we break out your leash. And I also like to do this if a dog's feeling particularly excitable or anxious first thing when we get out the door, basically just to get your pup comfortable with all the different sights and sounds and smells that may be distracting, just like that. And just have them get comfortable with the environment before you take off. Then they're already nice and relaxed. Bella, good girl. Yeah, you made it. So perfect. Very, very good job, sweetie.